What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got something pretty cool. We had a company reach out to us and asked us if they could send us two of their reels, a spinning reel and a bait casting reel, to do a review over. The company is called Handing Fishing, or I think it's actually called Handing Fishing Tackle. Their website is handingfishing.com. A rep reached out to me and pretty much just asked, would you like to review, these reels? And they sent me out two of them. So that's what we're going to do today. I think we're going to start with just like a quick unboxing of both of them. And then the next part of the video will be us actually at the lake, putting them to the test and seeing how good they work. So a little bit about the company. They were founded in 2012. It is a China-based company. But what's cool about the company is, so kind of their model of how everything's so cheap is they own their own factory, and they pretty much go straight from the factory to the consumer itself, which is really nice because I'm going to show you how cheap some of these reels are. And they're actually really nice. I've opened them already and kind of looked at them. But the prices are outstanding, and kind of how they do that is straight from the factory to the consumer themselves, which I think is really cool. They also do free shipping over 50 bucks. So pretty much anything you're gonna buy through them, you buy one reel, maybe one other thing, it's gonna be over 50 bucks. So that's pretty nice that they do that. They have a 1-year warranty on all their reels and a 30-day free return, which I think this is very nice, if you just wanna get something to try it out and see how you like it. So I think first we're gonna do the bait caster. This is the Handing M1 low profile bait casting reel. You can tell by the box. I mean, the box is pretty nice. Like, it's just sleek, simple, nothing too crazy with it. Then we open it up. This is what I really like about it is, they take the time to put the little piece of foam over the top, keeps it from sliding around. It also comes in its own little plastic slot that's made perfectly for the reel to keep it from sliding around, and it's in a little plastic wrap. So that's actually pretty nice. I mean, looking at this reel, so this reel retails for $49.99, so 50 bucks. And I mean, it feels pretty good. I mean, for that price, I don't know how many bait casting reels you're gonna be able to beat that. So this is a 7.2 to 1 or 7.2 to 1 gear ratio. And for y'all that don't understand what that means, for every one turn of my my handle, this is gonna spin 7.2 times. So that's pretty much just how quick you're picking up line with every turn. It's 7.3 ounces, which is fairly light. I mean, it feels just like most of all my other reels. I don't buy super light reels. Most of the reels that I buy are just the normal, weight, whatever brand I'm using just sells. So, but it feels good. It has 10 levels of magnet windage, which is right here, which is actually it's pretty nice windage system. I'd say I've used a lot of reels that have had a lot worse. It feels smooth. It clicks for you, so you know exactly how far and how low it is. And what that helps with, the reason I like the clicking is because if you're trying to get it super detailed down, the clicking just helps you have an audible. Same with your tension. Your tension also clicks, which I think this is more important to have a clicker on with your tension, because that's how this is how you're setting up like how much tension you need for different weighted baits. That way you don't bird nest. So it's really important to have that one click, so you're kind of getting an audible with it. It has 17.6 pounds of drag, which is more than enough, for really what I do, which is bass fishing. It's a graphite frame, and I mean, it just looks good. Like, the colors are good on it. It's kind of like a greenish gold accent with a gray graphite for the rest of the reel. I mean, it just feels really good. I mean, and the price point is really kind of unbeatable. Now, I mean, it has to perform, because it doesn't matter how cheap something is if it doesn't work, because then you're never going to use it. It's just going to sit there. But overall, I mean, I don't know how well y'all can see that on the light. It is a slick looking reel. but we definitely have to put it through its paces to really see how well it's gonna work. All right, so that was the bait casting reel. Now we're gonna pull out the spinning reel. So this is the Handing M1 Elite 2000. So this is their 2000 size. So in this one, it doesn't come with the foam. So this is how it comes exactly in the box. So it's just wrapped in plastic. It doesn't come with a foam insert to keep it from like rattling around and stuff, which, you know, I would like to see that with this one too, but you know, it is what it is. So this reel retails for $33.99, so still fairly cheap for a spinning reel. And I mean, it looks good. It's red and gray. So this one weighs 7.4 ounces, so still fairly light. It's a 5.2 to 1 gear ratio. So like I said, every turn of the reel, it's gonna pick up, you know, 5.2. I think that's yards, 5.2 yards for every one turn. I could be wrong on that. Then it has a 13.23 drag system. So the drag sounds pretty good. I mean, we'll have to put some line on it to really see how good that drag system is. You can also switch the reel left hand or right hand, however you like to do your spinning reel. I actually prefer my spinning reel on my left, even though I'm a right-handed fisherman. Overall, it's a very nice product. I think what's cool is, I don't know how good y'all can see that, but this is actually slanted. So it slants, and they said it helps with casting and less tension as you're reeling. So I'll see how that works. I don't really know much. Usually if you look at these, they're in a perfect U. This one's a little different. But overall, I think they're both very nice reels for the, you know, the price point. We just definitely have to put them through their paces and see how well they do on the water. So stay tuned, and then I'll meet up with you on the water and we'll see how these things do. Good morning, guys. How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. It's been about a week since I've been out here. I've been on vacation. So the water looks actually like it's up a little bit, which is looking pretty good. Today we're gonna be doing the on the water review of these two reels that were sent me by Handing Fishing Tackle. We got their bait caster, their M1 bait caster right here. And then we also got their M1 Elite spinning reel. So what I'm gonna do today is, these are the only two rods and reels I'm gonna throw today. I got 10-pound braid on the spinning reel, and I got it paired up with my medium action Falcon rod. How long is this? It's a 7-foot, so 7-foot medium action long Falcon rod. And then this one for the bait caster, it's a 7, I think this one's a 7-foot as well, and it's a medium heavy. So, and I think I got 12-pound fluorocarbon on this one. So the first thing we got to do before we do anything is we have to get this bait kind of dialed in. Pretty much have no wind. What I like to do is I usually like to set my windage at about 4. So this is a 10, so you can either go half. I usually like to set it at a 4. And then what I'm doing with that tension knob is I just want this lure to just fall like, just smooth, like not too fast, not too slow, which looks about right. Let's get a cast with this first cast. Let's see. A little bit of bird nest action, but this is also a brand new line, so I have to take that in consideration. We're gonna start with top waters on both of them. One, we're gonna start with a popper, and then one we're gonna start with this whopper plopper. All right, guys, next little spot. Fish this a little bit. I really want to try to get a topwater bite. I think this popper can definitely get bit. I really do think it can get bit. It's so calm this morning. There's no wind at all. Oh, just broke it. All right. So I am having problems with wind knots with this reel. I think I have too much line on it, honestly. It's a you know, it's a 2000 reel, but it's small. I kind of wish I would have went with the I really do wish I would have went with the 3000. I think the 3000 would probably be literally perfect. You know, this thing casts really, I can't blame it on the reel yet. You know, I think a lot of it is either one, too much line on it, and it's brand new line, you know. Brand new line can kind of be a little bit of a mess until it gets its, see, it's wind knotting like in just random places too, so it's not, I don't think it's the reel. What I might actually do is I might take some line off of this thing, pull some line off here in a little bit if this keeps happening, and then see, just to be thorough, you know. It's fishing how it should fish. There he is. First fish of the day. There we go. It's a decent one too. It's a decent one. I need to tighten that drag. See, that drag's loose. There we go. Okay. First fish of the day on the popper. And that little spinner, a little 2000, handled it. That little spinner reel handled it pretty darn good. I had the drag set a little loose, but I tightened it up and got that fish in on the little spinning reel, little 2000 handing spinning reel. We'll take that to start the day. I mean, absolutely exploded on that thing. Yeah, taking that line off was definitely the deal. I had way too much line on this little reel, and that's why I kept getting those wind knots. I took that line off. I haven't had a wind knot yet, and it's been casting so smooth. Oh. All right. First on the little spinner bait, little guad reel. There it is. Ooh, another good one. Tighten up that drag a little bit again. There we go, baby. On this 2 for the spin cast. Another good one. That's tournament fish right there. I mean, that's, ow, another good one. On the little 2000 spinning reel. And it's doing, it is doing its job. Hooked him good too. Look at that one, guys. Healthy fish. That one's healthy. I mean, he did not play with that popper. I tightened up my drag just a tad bit more. I think it's perfect now. Little guy. What is that, a little bass? Yeah, a little bass. Little tiny guy. Little tiny guy, huh? We'll take him. Look at that little sucker. They're mean. Feels good. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, he came back for it. He came back for it again, and I missed him twice. Came back for it, and I missed him twice. There he is on the, I got him on the spinner bait. They're back up in there. There we go. Looks like a good fish. Nah, it's just strong fish. There we go. That wasn't the one we missed though. The one we missed was definitely bigger by a good bit, but we'll take it. First one on the bait caster. We had missed one on that bait caster too, but it's the first one we got in the boat. Those little suckers are in some schools. Ooh, ooh, they are blowing up on this popper. That was a white bass, I honestly do believe. I didn't even think he had it. I didn't even think he had it. Okay, okay. Little popper day. Bright sun popper day. All right, guys. Second bait, or third bait for the bait caster. We're talking a little bluegill swim jig. I'm seeing this perfect size little bluegill everywhere. We're about to go up to these docks. These boat slips a little bit. I was like, well, if we really want to put this bait caster to the test, if you can skip it, then that's huge. Okay, got back to the first one. Okay. Hey, that thing's getting down there. Oh, a giant. I mean, a giant followed that thing out. The one to come and eat it. Oh, that bait. I just need one to come and eat it now. A little bit of a bird nest on that one, but nothing major. And I got one on it. That's awesome. Oh, that's a fish. Get out there. Look at that. I get a small bird nest. Maybe I need to let it drop down a little bit. I needed to let it drop down because I was pulling out that little bit of loose line. I got bit. So maybe I got to give it a second to get past the buoys maybe of the... What a cast. There it is again. There he is. Yes, sir. Oh, a giant guad. Giant guad. I gotta retie too because that one got me wrapped up around something. Look at that beautiful guad. Oh, too high. It's on me. It's on me. Okay, I don't like that. That should not be doing that. See? Alright, well, we found a little malfunction actually on this reel. I'll show y'all guys real quick what just happened. It's my first time noticing it too.
me get this line off and let me show you what it's doing. Kind of a big malfunction too. So the line, I don't know if y'all can see it, the line's getting stuck in that little gap where the reel actually sits into the where the reel itself sits into the frame. And it should not, you do not want that to be happening. And that's what just happened on that one. Just kind of a, there's just big enough a gap for it to, just big enough a gap for it to get hung up in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull some line out. We definitely don't want that happening again. Alright, I just pulled some line out. Alright guys, we're re-tied up. We're gonna see if that happens again. We're gonna, now that I've noticed that, now that I noticed it going into that little crack where the spool sits, we definitely need to see if that's gonna be an ongoing thing. So we're gonna continue to skip for a little bit. I want to go, you know, try to fish some more bluff stuff, but since I am reviewing these reels and that's what I'm out here to do, seeing something like that, I definitely have to make sure that I can let y'all know if that's going to be an ongoing thing or if it's just a one-time thing and it somehow just got in there. I mean, even a one-time thing, you do not want that happening. But this thing, I will say, this thing skips so beautifully. I gotta give it that. I mean, I'm getting all the way back there and it's not bird nesting on me or nothing. There he is. Get out of there. Biggin. Biggin. Get out of, oh, get out of the trolling motor. There we go.
I didn't see you there. Nice catch.
Thank you, sir. She's skinny. Whoo! There he is. Come here, fish. A quad. Skipped it up under there. Gotta get away from this dock a little bit, that wake boat. Push some wakes. Healthy little quad. Oh, another one. Okay, maybe we just gotta slow down a little bit. I mean, he's little. Just happy he didn't freaking snap me off. Third different bait with this with the bait caster. Third different bait. There it is. He didn't rip it off. Good quad on the old Texas rig. Little quad, a little Texas rig brush hog, baby brush hog. There it is. Another really nice quad. Just some quads in here. You're swimming off with it. Take them. Tank. Absolute tank. Absolute giant quad. Alright, we just came to the grass. We're gonna do a little bit of combing, a little bit of grass combing. See if we can't pick us one up in here. This will be a good test for this reel too, because if you can get them out of the grass, then that's real good. Ooh, I was just rolling that in kinda. There we go. First one in the grass, but I was kind of just, I was trying to find the outside. I just want to fish the far outside of this grass. Got him. Came off the grass and he smacked it. That's what I'm talking about. It just comes off the grass and they want it. He hit it one time. I pulled it off. He missed it. And the little sucker came back for it. Alright guys, I think that's gonna do it for today. I gotta say, these reels, both of these reels, these Handing reels, the spin cast and the bait caster, they performed really well. Both of them casted super smoothly. I caught, you know, a couple good fish on each of them, and they handled them pretty well. I really don't have, you know, any cons to say about it. This one, the spin cast, at the beginning of the day, I was getting a couple wind knots, but honestly, I had way too much line on it. As soon as I took that line off of it, I didn't get a single wind knot the rest of the day. So most of that was probably just user error and how I spooled it up. This bait caster, the only con that I have for it, and it's kind of a big one, is that the line was getting caught up into the spool itself, like between the spool and the seat of the reel. It was only happening when I was skipping, when it would get like backlash. That backlash would jump in there somehow. I guess that there's just enough space to get that line bind up. So that's really the only con I had for the bait caster. That bait caster, it skips amazing though. Like, that's probably one of the better skipping reels that I have. So besides that one, you know, con, even though it's a pretty big con, I feel like both of the reels performed really well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.